Wait, she said, what? Just when we thought the Chrisean Blueface drama had peaked. Chrisean grabbed the mic and burned the block down. On a now viral live, she looked dead into the camera and said, Blueface didn't get jumped in. He got FKED in. That's the truth. Go ask his set. Asterisk, asterisk, boom. The crowd went silent. The comments froze. And the hood rose up. Because that wasn't just shade. That was a direct disrespect to Blueface's manhood, his reputation, and his gang. And now, Wack 100, his manager and one of the loudest voices in the game, has stepped in with a response that's already got people saying, this ain't funny no more. This might get dangerous. Wack ain't laughing. Wack ain't tweeting. He's on video. He's yelling. Hey, and he's got receipts by the time this episode ends. You'll know exactly what Wack said, what it means for Blueface's safety, and why this just might be the moment everything explodes. Stay tuned to understand how things got this messy between Chrisean Rock and Wack 100. You've got to rewind the tape, not to last week or even last year, but back to the beginning of Chrisean and Blueface's twisted love story. From the start, their entire relationship has been driven by chaos. They went viral off fights. They built a brand on dysfunction, and the world couldn't look away. 2019, Blueface is climbing the charts with Thosiana. Chrisean is introduced through his Blue Girls Club reality house and immediately becomes the breakout star. And the most controversial dot from day one, Wack 100 was skeptical of her. He famously called her bad for business and unhinged. With potential, but Blueface, he kept her close. Maybe too close over the next few years. We saw it all: public fights, broken glass studio brawl statos, or a spragnancy. Lives that looked like hostage footage, but through it all, Wack 100 stood firm behind Blueface, running damage control every time Chrisean broke something or someone. Even when Blueface's mother got into it with Chrisean, Wack took the reins and said, y'all tripping. But we family, it'll work out. But this latest comment, he got fade into his gang. Asterisk, asterisk, that ain't family drama. That's a coded bomb dropped on the set. Let's break down why it's so dangerous in gang culture especially. LA-based blood sets like Schoolyard. Piru, your entry into the gang is based on respect, violence, and loyalty. Getting jumped in means you fought for your spot. Getting FKED in asterisk, asterisk is one of the worst accusations you can throw, suggesting sexual exploitation, humiliation, or submission. It's beyond disrespectful. It's life-threatening slander. And Chrisean didn't stutter. She said it on live. She repeated it. And she smirked after saying it. Go ask his set, she added. I ain't scared of y'all. Now let's talk about Wack 100. You can say a lot about him. He's loud, aggressive, messy, and always in someone's business. But when it comes to Blueface, he's been ride or die since day one. Wack has negotiated record. Deals covered legal fees, cleaned up scandals, even clashed with the game. Tekashi 6ix9ine and Birdman while defending Blueface, but Chrisean's new accusation. That was a direct shot at Blueface's manhood and the credibility of the very set. Wack reps alongside Blue. That's not just bad for image, that's bad for business, reputation, and possibly safety. And fans saw it instantly. Yo, that comment could get people hurt. Chrisean really playing with gang language like it's a meme. Wack better say something or he's finished too. Within 2 hours, blogs started asking, will Wack respond? Or is this the one time he stays silent? Turns out, Wack was already cooking a response, and when he spoke, he didn't hold back. He didn't play safe. And he named names after Chrisean Rock's explosive claim that Blueface got F*** head into his gang. Everyone held their breath, waiting for Wack to fire back. And when he did, he didn't disappoint. Late last night, Wack went live on Clubhouse. Not IG, not Twitter, Clubhouse. His weapon of choice for uncensored rants, and his tone, nuclear. She crossed the line, period. That little girl been skating on crazy for too long. Now she playing with grown man politics. Wack didn't yell, not yet. He spoke calm, cold, calculated. Then he dropped the first bomb. I got paperwork in front of me. She out here talking gang talk, but forgot she got 3 open cases and 2 pending domestic violence charges. Don't poke the bear, baby girl. He didn't stop there. Wack called her a liability, a PR terrorist. And most importantly, the biggest embarrassment Blueface ever brought to the industry. Oh, off. But then came the first twist. That had everyone's jaw on the floor. Wack claimed that Chrisean once begged him privately to help her get Blueface back on track. He said back in December, she texted me. I got the messages. She said, quote, he listens to you. He trusts you. Can you get him away from these hoes? Now look, now you the one violating him publicly? Fans were stunned. Wait, she asked Wack for help. This whole time we thought she hated him. Chrisean out here playing both sides. FR. Then Wack went off. The calm tone vanished. The audio spikes. He starts shouting. You talking about a man's gang like it's a skit. You ain't built for that life. I've been out here 30 years. You 28 arrests in and 0 court wins. Sit down. The clubhouse room exploded. People tried to chime in. Wack. Shut them down. Y'all keep entertaining her like this? Joke, but the saint, she said, could get folks hurt. And I'm telling you right now, if anything happens to my artist behind her mouth, I'm holding her legally accountable. Asterisk, asterisk, that's right. Wack 100 threatened legal action against Chrisean for slander, defamation, and intent to incite violence. But the internet wasn't done digging. Because hours after Wack's rant, a new clip surfaced from 221.Chris, on an old Instagram live talking to a friend. I don't even know what Blueface's gang is called. I just know he'll always yelling Piru like it's cute. If I wanted to, I could FK his whole reputation up. But I don't, cause I'm loyal. Asterisk, asterisk, excuse me. That clip alone had fans screaming. So Ben had this in the chamber. She's known this would hurt him. That's wild. And now she pulled the trigger. This is calculated. Meanwhile, Blueface, still behind bars, still silent. But rumor has it, he got word of everything, and he's furious, so sources close. To the jail tell Hiffapo, he don't even want to speak to her. He told the homies, I let her crash out too long. That's on me. Now we're seeing the first real consequences. Chrisean's Spotify page lost 30,000 monthly listeners overnight. A major YouTube channel removed her interview. And a rumor is swirling that Bet is quietly distancing from her Blueface reality show footage, possibly even shelving it altogether. The damage is spreading. And yet, Chrisean still doubling down. This morning she tweeted, don't tell me what I can or can't say about my baby daddy. Y'all scared of Wack? I'm not. But fans aren't cheering like they used to. The quote tweets are different. Now, this ain't gangsta. This is reckless. She really testing Wack's patience. And that man don't play. This ain't Blueface versus Chrisean no more. This is Chrisean versus the industry. The morning after Wack 100's fiery clubhouse takedown, Chrisean was trending across every platform. But not for the reason she wanted. Because as of 6:13 a.m., Chrisean Rock's Instagram account was deactivated. No warning, no post, no goodbye. Just gone. Fans were confused. Some thought she got banned. Others believed she deleted it herself. But what really made everyone panic? Multiple users reported seeing screenshot notifications and user archived their content. Alerts in the hours before her account vanished. What does that mean? She saw the blowback. She saw the backlash. And she might have been preparing for the storm that was coming, and the storm was brewing in LA, loud, just hours after Wack's clubhouse rant. A known Piru affiliate named Lil Cutter, who's been seen in old Blueface music videos, went live from a studio in Compton. He didn't mince words, we don't play them type of accusations. You don't talk about no grown man getting ran through. It's violate level street. Asterisk, asterisk, then came the moment that froze the chat. She better pray them cameras stay on her, 'cause when they off, ain't no Wack to protect her. That wasn't just shade. That was a direct threat. And the comments. He really said what we all were scared to admit. Nah, she crossed a code that don't get undone. This not internet beef anymore, this street business. Now it gets worse. Wack 100 reportedly received a call from LAPD's Gang Task Force, warning that social media comments tied to active set members are being monitored, and potential incitements of violence are under investigation. Basically, the city knows something could pop off, and they're watching every move. And you know what Wack did? He blasted the cops on his IG story. Y'all watching the comments, but not protecting the artists. If something happened to Blueface, y'all gonna blame her mouth? I already warned y'all. Meanwhile, Chrisean, silent, no posts. No lives, no tweets. Just one cryptic message that surfaced through a backup account. Funny how y'all flip so fast. I never needed none of y'all. I'm done explaining myself. Said what I said. Defensive, cold, alone. But she ain't the only one going quiet. Bluefaces set the school. Yard Bureau affiliates are now scrubbing their pages, deleting old Blueface clips, and refusing to speak to media. One anonymous gang member reportedly told the LA Hoodline what she said, "That don't fly here, period. We don't care about followers, we care about respect." And just when it couldn't get messier, an old clip from 2022 resurfaced. Wack 100 on DJ Academic's podcast, saying Chrisean is gonna destroy that boy. Not if, when. People are calling it prophetic. Wack saw this coming years ago. Blueface was warned. Hink. Listen, now look where we at in the middle of all this. Blueface himself, still locked up. Still silent, but sources say he's now requesting a change of legal rep. Allegedly asking for someone not affiliated with Wack 100 or Chrisean's circles. Why? He wants out of the chaos. Meanwhile, Chrisean's baby Jr. has not been seen publicly in over 72 hours. No lives, no updates. CPS has not issued a public statement. But insiders claim a wellness check was made late Tuesday and the child is not in immediate danger. Still, fans are worried. We've seen the mom spiral. We've heard threats from the streets. Where's the baby in all this? So now we're left with this. Chrisean is isolated, Blueface is locked up, Wack is on fire, gang politics are heating up, and the industry watching in silence. One line. He got FKED into his gang ***, set off a cultural firestorm, and the fallout isn't over yet after Wack 100's thunderous clubhouse response. The viral threat from Lil Cutter and Chrisean's vanishing act from Instagram. The industry started doing what it always does when someone becomes too volatile. They hit mute. No more reposts, no more support, and no more tolerance. The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, a neighborhood talk, all noticeably stopped covering Chrisean's content over the past 48 hours. One insider source told on site, "She's a liability now. Even clicks can't protect you from lawsuits or real-world consequences. Basically, she's too hot, and not in a good way. Spotify quietly removed her from the Rap Girlies on the Rise editorial playlist. No announcement, no drama, just gone. It's 3 OK monthly listeners. Poof. Bet reportedly scrapped a segment featuring Chrisean from their upcoming docu-series, Hood to Hollywood. Why? Producers were uncomfortable with her CPS status and recent gang-related comments. This ain't just cancel culture. This is corporate survival, and now the people around her. They're flipping to a former stylist named Taylor Flair, who dressed Chrisean for a major event earlier this year. Posted this to her story. She called me crying last week saying she feels alone. I told her, maybe stop swinging at everybody who tries to hug you. Oof! Then came the bigger shock. Ruby Rose, who once appeared in a Chrisean IG Live, tweeted, I don't want no smoke, but I'm scared for her FR. This energy she playing with? It don't end well. Even Glorilla liked the tweet. Meanwhile, fans have turned the tide completely. Comment sections are flooded with, this isn't funny anymore. She put her baby, Blueface, and herself in danger. The set. Talk crossed a line you don't come back from. Nobody's preying on her downfall. We're begging her to stop free-falling. One Reddit thread titled Chrisean's Last Chapter hit 10,000 upvotes in 2 hours. Filled with users debating whether she needs a mental health break, an intervention, or to disappear completely before something tragic happens. The nail in the coffin. A clip just dropped from an interview filmed weeks. I'll go with Remy Ma. She was asked about Chrisean and said this, she's not crazy, she's hurt. But hurt turns into hate real fast when nobody checks you. And then she looked into the camera and said, somebody get that girl help before they bury her name or her body. And finally, a senior exec at Atlantic Records who once had interest in signing Chrisean for a solo project, allegedly told a journalist this week, we're off it. No amount of raw talent is worth this much chaos. So now let's summarize where we are. No label, no playlist, no friends publicly writing for her, no Instagram CPS, watching her closely. Real street dudes now involved and Junior. Still unseen, no live, no post. No clarity. Just when things couldn't spiral any further. BOOM. An unexpected voice enters the chat. Chrisean's former bodyguard, Tone Da Tank, the same guy who protected her at clubs, backstage, and during her messiest live meltdowns, just spoke out. And what he said might change everything. In a new interview with a small podcast called Real Talk Reloaded, Tone said, I'm not with her anymore. I couldn't take it. I saw stuff behind the scenes I can't unsee. He paused. Then came the moment that dropped jaws. The last week. I worked for her. She left the baby in a locked car while she went to a meeting. For 30 minutes, I broke the window myself. Wait. WHAT. He claims he tried to handle it privately. He claims her team told him to chill and stay loyal. And when he refused, they cut him loose. Now that clip is spreading like wildfire across Twitter, TikTok, and IG repost pages. If this is true, Junior is not safe. CP's gotta act now. She left him in a car. No, nope. And then just hours after the clip dropped, an anonymous source contacted the neighborhood. Talk with a claim that a warrant may be in process. The insider said, law enforcement is gathering digital evidence, lives, comments, that bodyguard statement, all of it. If it matches reports from previous investigations, it's enough to open a case. Chrisean hasn't commented. Her lawyer hasn't said a word. But here's what fans notice next. Her baby's name is trending. People are tagging child protective services in every thread. A viral TikTok creator posted a timeline of every time Junior looks scared or neglected in a live. And now, nobody knows where the baby is. No friends have seen him. No families posted. And every time someone asks, Chrisean either deflects, rants, or goes offline. Then came the final cliffhanger twist. Late last night, Blueface's cousin, who rarely posts anything, shared a message to IG stories. A photo of a toddler's tiny shoes on a welcome mat. Caption, we got him. He good. Pray for his mama though. WAIT. What did Blueface's family take, Junior? Was it court awarded? Was it a safety decision? Or did Chrisean give him up voluntarily? No one knows. But that post was deleted within minutes. Now fans are split. She's spiraling and the baby needed to get out. This is all getting too dark. She needs help, not hate. If Blueface's family has Junior, maybe it's time the drama stops. For real. So here we are. Chrisean, silent, isolated, and possibly facing legal action. Junior MIA, but possibly with Blueface's family, the internet in shock. And a warrant may be just days away, but one thing's for sure. This story isn't over, it's just about to explode again. So now it's on you. You've seen the receipts. You've heard Wack's warning. You've witnessed the breakdowns, the silence, the disappearances, and now the missing baby. We gotta ask, do you believe Chrisean should keep custody? Is Wack 100 right to threaten legal action? Is Blueface's family actually protecting Junior or just snatching control? And most importantly, was that FKED into his gang comment just reckless or a calculated move to destroy Blueface's rep forever? Asterisk, asterisk. Drop your thoughts in the comments, don't hold back. Are you Team Chrisean, a mother who's just misunderstood and under attack? Or are you on the side of Junior, a baby caught in a storm of fame, ego, and danger? Do you believe this was all just a clout play? Or a real cry for help spiraling into something tragic? We want your take. Your fire, your truth. Hit that LIKE button if this left your jaw on the floor. Subscribe for the next bombshell, because if that warrant drops, if Junior's custody changes, or if Blueface responds from jail, you know we'll be here first. We've got eyes on every leak, every live, and every court move. And this story ain't over, not by a long shot. Stay locked. The next twist is coming, and you'll want front row seats.